Bookstore becomes more magical when Golden Retriever is appointed as manager. Toss a coin to your Witcher. More like rate a book to your doggo. There's something magical about the combination of pets and books, both holding special places in the hearts of many. You can cuddle them, they're there for you when you need a friend, and they sometimes get into places they shouldn't. A match made in heaven indeed. One such place that unites the wholesome combo is Ruby's Books, a bookstore in California run by Ruby, the Golden Retriever responsible for greeting the guests and accompanying them on their journeys into the lands of the fantastical. We'll also look into Keistotica, a Lithuanian bookstore of used books that is run by a cat named Kukutis. Without further ado, let's get further into it. Ruby's Books is not only a fantastic little bookstore, it is also officially managed by Ruby, the Golden Retriever puppy. Ruby's Books was the idea of co-owner and Ruby's adopted mom Stacy Gold. She told the dodo that when the family first started talking about opening a bookstore, they thought carefully about the arrangement of it all. Her kids and husband were occupied at school and work, so Stacy knew she'd be the one to go to the store each day, and so would the family pup Ruby. Ruby's owner was going to have to take her into the bookshop anyways, so why not make it extra special and name it after her? They knew Ruby would be essential for the business. Her friendly, loving personality and the fact that people fall in love with her as soon as they meet her sealed the deal. She would become the co-owner of the bookstore and it would be named after her. Stacy remembers thinking that Ruby would have to come with her to the store daily anyways, so why don't we name the store after Ruby? What a fantastic way to commemorate your beloved pet. The bookstore aims to curate a quality selection of books from many genres as well as toys and gifts. They're striving to create a place for the community that will make readers of all ages return time and time again. The dog has a very important role to play in the bookstore. From greeting guests to being adorable, it's a full-time gig. The store has only been open for about a year and a half, and already Ruby and her bookstore have become a crucial part of the community. The pup does a heckin' good job at greeting guests, managing the place, and making sure everyone is protected from the villains in the stories they might be reading. Stacy added additional duties to the pup's list, such as rolling over for endless belly rubs, sniffing out treats within pockets of the customers, and mopping the floor with her fluffy tail. And of course, could we forget the mandatory adorable sprawled out naps? Never! Work-life balance is super important for Ruby as well, and as they say, work hard, play harder. Ruby's family thinks it's important to maintain a healthy work-life balance. So Ruby works Monday through Friday and spends the weekends at home with her family. The pup loves each moment she spends at the store and we love to see her there. Stacy even joked that people come for the books but stay for the dog. As much as we love books, we can't really say she's wrong about that. Having a dog accompany you whilst reading reduces stress and protects you from the antagonist of the story you're reading. Considering the fact that both reading and spending time with pets can help combat the symptoms of stress and anxiety, it makes perfect sense to combine the two. Sounds like the perfect way to better your health, learn something, or escape somewhere, whilst also strengthening the bond between you and a furry friend. Additional props to you if you read stories aloud for your pets to enjoy. You can also play a little book trivia. For example, what dog does Dracula own? A bloodhound. Ruby clearly likes her belly rubs, and she's sure to get them wherever she goes. No article or video about books and pets would be complete without a bit of poetry to go along with it. Here is a funny poem by Jean de La Fontaine called The Dog and His Image. A foolish dog who carried in his jaw a juicy bone looked down into his stream, and there he saw another one. Splash! In he plunged, the image disappeared. The meat he had was gone. Indeed, he nearly sank and barely reached the bank. Ruby is now 6 years old and very responsible, but let's not forget how adorable she was as a little pupper. The small pup would grow into the striking lady we know today, with an important job and many responsibilities. Yet some things never seem to change, and that is her playfulness and favorite poses to take naps in. Bookstores aren't limited to puppy managers. There are also cats that have similar jobs, just like this one in Vilnius. If you're more of a cat person, you will love this bookstore hidden away in Vilnius, Lithuania. It is named Keistateka, translated Strange Library, and it is full of pre-owned and loved books, as well as new arrivals and art. But the main attraction is the co-owner Kukutis, a beautiful ginger cat who spends his days sleeping on books. Overlooking the quality of the written works and entertaining the visitors. The little bookstore acts like a retirement home for books where anyone can bring in books they're no longer interested in. The books get well looked after both by Kukutis and other staff. It is truly a unique place, full of magic and awaiting visitors. Kukutis also spends his days protecting quality literature and entertaining guests, similarly to Ruby. He'll be waiting for you in Keistateka. Make sure to let us know of any other bookstores run by fluffy friends. Ruby absolutely loves having her own bookstore, and her family loves that they now have a way to share Ruby and all of her joy with the community. Kukutis is also enjoying his books and the people coming through.